What's up? Just bear with me 1 second. Let me move that out the road. Because I'll end up smacking my head. Oh, I am losing the fucking plot. Oh, Let's have a breather. Breathe. Hopefully everyone's doing well. Yeah, I've been having a bit of a change around with a few of my things, so I'm about as organised as a 5-year-old at the moment. Yeah, one of those. Let's see who is in chat. We have Mrs. Punk Rock Vapor. We have Craig, Mr. Punk Rock Vapor. We have Leander. We have Bert Vapor Bunny. Who else we got? We got Joker. How you doing? John McClintock. And chat's gone and bounced. Where are you? yeah, it's been one of those days today. I'll put up another shelf right here. Don't need to see it. It's one of those. Yes, I know that feeling all too well, Bunny. 2 hours sleep. Let's just catch up on chat. Why are we waiting? One of those. Did see something about going in dry. What the fuck was that? I'll come back to that in a minute. But yeah, hopefully, as I said, everyone's doing well. That's the point. You'll just have to bear with me for 2 seconds while I rearrange something so I can do some braiding. Yeah. So I'm going to take my hook out of there, and I'll put it in here because I'm determined I'm going to do some braiding tonight. Yeah, I was awake at 2:15 this morning. My blood is singing "Please Release Me," and I was wide awake. So just bear with. I've been on a bit of a go slow all day. Oh, you mother bitch! Come on, get in the hole. Trying to screw something on a live stream is not good. I thought I'd done it already, but obviously I hadn't. Oh, me hook's a bit bent. Oh, come on. This is an awkward one, it won't start. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, I was wide awake at 2:15 this morning, and guaranteed as soon as my alarms were starting to go off, I was asleep. Well, starting to nod off, and wanting to sleep when I needed to be up. So that went well. Hooks in place. Yes. Because I want to rebuild the Odd Job V2, and I'm going to do it with some braids. I've been on. Oh, yeah. I used to do nights, and I was pretty much going on nights for on and off for 8-10 years. and I was pretty much doing that on a couple of hours sleep. I was going to have a drink, but I've got to nip out quickly after the stream, so that's put the kibosh on that one. So they still won't sponsor me, which is a pain in the ass. Right, let's bring the camera down and let's see what I can do. I did have this set up, but then I moved to try and sort this out. Bring it over that way and turn it. That'll do. Yeah, that'll do. Oh, right. Oh, hang on. Where's my chat box? Chat box gone. He's disappeared.
My fault.
Yes, your fault.
Yeah.
Shitbag.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no, I don't want to detach. Oh, sod it. Bring you up full size. There you go. Yes, so I'm going to be doing braids tonight. I'm going to rebuild the V2 odd job. Excuse the state of my desk. It's a bit cable tie. It is a bit of a mess, but it's my mess. I don't care. Right, I've lost something. There it is. There's that, and I need some 34 nichrome. No, I don't. I need some 28 nichrome, wherever that's gone. $32. 26. 38. What's this one? 34. I've lost my 28 nichrome. 30. Don't you just love it when a plan comes together? I did have a plan and it fucked off. It went completely Pete Tong. The best part is I had it here earlier. I had it in my hand. That's 26. Because I was doing aliens. Yeah, insomnia's not good. I did suffer with it as a child, and now it's just I sleep when I can. What I'm suffering from at the moment is bad memory. because either that or piss poor eyesight. No. That's 26. That's 38. That's 32. I had it here literally this afternoon. I was fucking building with it until I had the smart idea of let's have a change around, and it's gone. And I don't like that. I don't like it at all. Best part is, oh, on a fucking dime bar. There you go. There it is. Right. That's 28. Yeah. They didn't even say thank you afterwards. That's the worst part about it. Oh, that needs refilling. Because I need to torch. It's the borrows that move stuff. Oh, it's that safe space. I put it in that safe space and it's very, very safe. So safe nobody else can find it. Not even me. That's better. My torch works. Right. Let's move things around and have a quick look at this lot. Yes, it is a mess. Excuse me. Yeah, you can see that. Cool. I was basically screwing in my hook right here. And yeah, right height. 7 watching, 5 likes. Okie doke. I can live with that. Oh yeah. Oh. Right. This is my jig. It's going to be a bit of an overview as to what I'm doing. For the simple fact of I need to get a new video capture card. Because my video capture card is HDMI. I need it to be one that I can connect my phone up to straight into the computer. So I've got to order that later on this week. I forgot to ask, is the sound okay? One, 2, 3, That's 3 wraps. Sounds all good. Cool. Oh. Put that over there. It's still saying the bit rate is piss poor, to be fair. It's one of those. Picture quality wicked. I don't know what I actually did to. I did mess about with the settings a little bit, but it was nothing major. I did try setting up the camera through the lead, the USB capture card, not the USB, the HDMI capture card, but it was really grainy and horrible. I couldn't zoom in properly, so I was not impressed. So I've quickly had to use my phone through the Wi-Fi, and it's good in 1080. Sweet. I've just sent you a picture. Yeah, I can't. I can. It's on WhatsApp. I'll have a look at that after stream. But literally, this was a quick rush job. Keep doing it. I'll try. I really will, because it's good to actually have decent stream quality for well, decent picture quality on the down cam for once. Let me just fiddle about with this. All I'm doing at the moment is, I know I can't zoom in right now. Once I get the screen capture, the capture card from my phone, I can hopefully then fair enough. I'll take that as a bit of a win. I'll zoom. I'll actually bring whatever I'm doing up to the camera lens so you can see what I'm doing. Basically, what I've done so far is three wraps around the on the jig. Come on. Looped it round so I've got a loop on this end, so then I can take the loop off, feed it onto my loop there, and then it's just a case of playing silly beggars, sorting the loop out. That's that bit. Stretch it a wee touch so they're all equal. I'm just gonna move you in slightly so I don't smack my head. And then have camera wobble. Bring that one that way. That's 1. 2 and 3 loops. This way you can actually see what I'm doing. Clear the decks. Because I'll end up smacking something. So, move little Frank back up there, and let's go. Right, we have two loops on one side, 1 loop on the other, and then we're going to do just a simple plait braid. Steve Dawson, how you doing? Wicked. I'm as I was just saying, I'm trying something. I was trying something new and it went completely Pete Tong, so I'm trying something different. Well, literally just had to rush this up, and for some reason it's working better. I'm not going to argue with it. I'll take that for a bit of a win. But yeah, basically, top finger is empty. These 2 are in the first 2. I tend to go under. Free Rider, how you doing? Under the over the first lead. Transfer and stretch. Over, stretch. Over, stretch. Or always keeping tension on the lead itself. On all the leads, they're all they're all the same tension, and it just makes life easier. And transfer, pull together, transfer, transfer, as I said, once I've done, I will bring the wire up to show you what I'm doing. It's basically a simple plait. Once I get so far in, I'll show you other techniques so you can do basically micro braids. I'll also show you how to straighten them. .28 gauge is not my normal, but it works. Is that right? I'll do a couple more. And whoop, there you go. I've cut my head a couple of times. But what I'm going to do is maintain these. In the creases of my fingers, and I'll bring these up. Come on, focus. Come on, focus. Come on. No, it really doesn't want to focus. As you can see there, the 28 gauge is not the best at for three loops to keep the wire all the wires equal, but I'm going to show you now another way. So instead of having one strand of 628 gauge, we'll have two strands of 328 gauge, which I will actually use for going into the odd job. And all you do there is go through, grab, and through, grab, through, grab, transfer, stretch, through, grab, transfer, stretch, through, grab, transfer, stretch. It'll take a little while for the braids to come in, but then as soon as they do, you'll notice through, grab, transfer, stretch that you end up with two strands of braid rather than the single. I prefer actually doing these on 38 gauge, 34 gauge, sorry, multi-strand loops, because that way it actually closes the loop better. because you have to keep the tension really taut on it, and 28 gauge will rip into your hands. And that's pretty much what's happening at the moment, is the 28 gauge is ripping my hands, and I'll actually show you the difference. And I'm using more tension in the wires. With 28 gauge, and I think I'm going to redo this with 34. And show you the difference. That is 28 gauge, quite a heavy tension, single 28 gauge, single double 28 gauge, and that, it's okay for jewellery, I suppose, but I don't actually vape that. That is as a guide to what I'm doing using thicker wire. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some 34 gauge now in a minute, and do that really nice and tight, so then you end up with come on. Come on. A nice tight coil. Come on. Hang on. That's better. Oh. Let's see if the more light actually helps. Come on. There we go. I don't know if you can see the detail, but that's what I'm aiming for. A nice, and this is the kind of wire that I'm looking at. Really thin. But first, I'm going to go and grab another bottle of pop. And then we'll start afresh and see how how far I get into the stream before it goes all Pete Tong and I'll start swearing. Because I know why you've all come in to watch, because you want to see me fuck up. And guaranteed, as soon as I put a camera on live, it's going to happen. Oh. Quick slurpy slurpy. Dougie, how you doing? Right, where's me? There's my guide. Oh. Oop. And 34. 34 NI80, no, well, Nichrome 80. Oh. I will do 9 loops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Find the loop. Let's see. There we go. Okay, I can zoom in a little bit while I do this bit. Make sure all the loops are up near the top of the pin. Cross them under, well, cross the tail ends under. Yep. Normally I'm not doing this at this kind of angle, because it's not natural to work this far away from yourself. There we go, and we'll wrap that round right at. Just to secure the loop on the end. And we'll get rid of the rubbish. Then what I'm going to do is zoom back out. Make sure that all the loops are separate. Squeaky, squeaky chair. Come on. Get off the pin. I couldn't find the hole earlier, now I can't get out the hole. Sod's law. Put that do there. Bunny, I've sprayed it with this and it's still squeaky as fuck. It's not, I don't know where it is, where it's squeaking, but it's doing my head in. And it has done for about a year. I've taken it outside, sprayed the living shit out of it, and it's still sounds like my joints first thing in the morning. Right, 1, 2, 3. Get the next 3. And if I've done my maths right, I should have 3 loops of 3 loops. That's 1, 2, 3, and I can see there's 3 in that, 3 loops in that one, so we are good. 3 loops there, 3 loops there, and 3 loops there. Give them all a bit of a tug. Right, and what I'm going to do is same again. Pardon me. A stretch of about halfway with yeah, give it a good tug. Gotta love a good tug. Half of the loop with a single braid, and then I'll do a dual braid like I've done earlier, and we'll do a compromise between 28. Do a comparison between the 28 gauge and the 334 gauge. Right, so we set this up. 1, 2, 3. Stretch. Stretch. Over. Grab. Transfer. Down. Over. Grab. Transfer. And pull. Over. Transfer. Pull. Over. Transfer. Pull. You can do vertebrades where you actually instead of just passing the wires over each other and keeping everything on the same plane, you can actually twist the connecting wire. So instead of going at the top of the wire, go from underneath, and as you pull, it flicks it round, and you put like a you change the orientation of the braid, so instead of being a flat braid, it's more of a three-dimensional braid. And I'll show vertebrades at some point. And I'll just smack my head again. But this is basically just a plait, but with wire, wire instead of hair. I'm hoping you're actually enjoying the content, but until I get the camera situation sorted and my internet, it's going to be a little bit of rough going, so please bear with me. I will try and show you as much of the finished wire as possible. Yeah, it does. This is a challenging wank. What makes it really challenging is, hang on, let me just sort the sleeve out. No shit, I can't open me pop now. I've just knocked me bottle of pop over. Right, where was I? Oh yeah. Right. Hopefully I haven't fucked this up. Right. I've got no, a few more. No. Smack my head off the camera again. Right. This time I'm going to go through, grab, transfer, yeah, through, grab, transfer, tug, and that's what I'm doing at the moment to create basically two half-size braids instead of one full size. Even though the wires are the same thickness as the 28 gauge, you'll see the difference in how tight together they are. And that's basically just how flimsy the wire is. I'm on about. Oh, your tug, okay. You carry on tugging away, Dougie. Just don't let Stabby know. She'll get jealous. Birdie, you big, beautiful, bearded bastard. How are you, my dear friend? How is it in the land down under? It's actually not been too bad, that weather at the minute. It's saying 16 degrees in the car earlier when I was doing the school run. You need shade over there, dude. How's your concussion doing anyway? Good, good. Ah. So literally just done a 28 3-loop braid, and now I'm doing the exact same build but with 34 gauge multi-strand Scott Word. You dragged yourself away from the old people's home. I haven't seen anything hanky tonight. Makes a change. Oh, there. Oh, Jane was in last week. Ah, he's with his Julie, yeah. Oh. As you can see, it does actually have two separate strands through it of braid. Oop. That's that. And as soon as I let go, it will go into mental spaghetti mode. But there's one call. There's another call. Tim No Zebras, how you doing? And then there's a single call, a single loop there. But as you can tell, yep, the different sizes of wire, even though the mass is smaller, it's roughly the same wire. And then we'll go to stretch it, cut it again. Then all we're going to do is stretch it. I'll put a little bit of tension on there. It will still curl up, so all I'm doing is glowing it slightly, under tension, and it will slightly anneal it. I don't want to burn me build mat. Let it cool for a minute, and then you'll notice that it doesn't spring back as much. I didn't actually do that much coloration to it, but I did enough to just take out the spring. It's still going to be springy as hell. But what I'll do is chop the end off. How am I today? I'm not too bad, Tim. I've had a bit of a change round with my shelving. Tried to set up the camera, but it wasn't playing ball, so I've had to go back to the old way of binding up my Wi-Fi, which is actually slowing my internet down. Which is also affecting my stream. But what you're going to be left with is basically a flat braid on both of them. Let me just tidy these up. That's both of them free. I am going to have to do a little bit of straightening, because the end of the cord got a little bit messy. The end of the wrap got a little bit messy, but that's basically a smaller, a smaller version. Oh yeah, the colouring's going to be absolutely gorgeous. All I'm doing at the moment is just slightly heating the one end. Don't know if you can see. No, my camera's not bringing up the purples. But the purples come through absolutely gorgeous, and that on the bigger wire it does show up a lot better. Yeah, I tried not to actually take it to the golds whilst I was heating it so close to the build mat, because I don't want to set fire to my build mat. because it will take me 4 weeks to get a new one. Then all I'm going to do is, some people use pasta mills and stuff like that. I don't. I've always clamped, flattened any wire that needs flattening with these pliers. Come on. There's the end results. Come on. Autofocus is a bitch. There we go. Going through to some of the goldy end of things down here. But I don't want to overcook the wire either. Bollocks, pardon me. I'll do it, for this I'm doing it bit by bit, but usually I'll just I'll go through the whole lot. Go. Oop. Find a little clamp. There we go. There's the wire, and then roll up some meter long aliens, and we'll get to Peter string. Oh, yeah, I'll do him an N90 Clapton, a full set of N90 Claptons. Get him to tune his guitar with it. Three. Four. Should get away with 5. I'll just have to find the gauges of wire to make the strings out of. Oh, there's that. That's. Oh, that looks gorgeous. It's just broken the gold into purple, well, into blue. If I can get the bloody things to... Oh! Oh, shut up. Yeah, man. On the camera it looks as though I've cooked it, but I haven't. It's just the amount of light that's on there. It's going from gold this side through and into the purples. Just bear with. There we go. It's going gold this side and it's working into the purples, the blue, and into the purples this side. I did another five loop braid. That, oh, that's gorgeous. Which I love these, especially in a squonk. They're actually purple. But what I'm thinking about doing at some stage is a alien braid mix. Yeah, the gold is very visible, but because of the amount of lights that I'm using, it's actually drowning out the purple. That's an alien. That's an alien. That's actually purple. That I heated up and just had a mess about with. That the last coil was a 0.2 0.25 borrow. It's not massively angry, but it's cloudy enough. Oh. Yeah, it's I've done a braid in the Reden, and I actually liked it I actually like it in the Reden. I've put it up on the shelf. It's it's at the back. Just bear with. No. No. Yeah. I've taken the battery out for point of for safety and get it charged. That's if I remember to put these on charge. Not massively crackly. But 40 watts, 0.4. Delivers flavour. Not the flavour I actually wanted off it, because it's actually, I'll redo the read-in. I'll just give it a quick wash out. Because that was one of the stainless that I did last week, and I find stainless very muted. On braids, but that's me personally. I think I actually used stainless for about 2 months, and then I found nichrome and went straight onto nichrome and didn't look at anything else after that. In some builds it can be clean tasting. Just with me, I find N80 gives me more flavour than stainless, or N90. Yes, N90 gives a crackle and a pop and everything else, but I'd rather do like an Alien, that it's N90. Instead of a full N90, I'd do an N90 core with an N80 outer wrap. My preference is N90 for single battery. Yeah. If I was doing a multi-core like this one, a multi-core 34 gauge stainless N80 all day long, I single build on a mech squonk. Oh, beautiful. And I'm going to be talking to forgot his name, at a Canon, and I'm going to see about a mech squonk or a mech borrow. 21700, just give it some power and build to that. Pardon me. The difference between firing, well, heating up and not. There you go, Anthony. That's the one. Um, I had a Fury in 21, and I loved the 21 power, but the connection to for your baby lungs. Yes, I do have baby lungs at the moment. It actually makes me very, very sad. I used to hit that all the time, and I loved it. That's actually if I was to put batteries in it, it's the stacked 1111. There's no batteries in it at the moment, but that's my baby. Yeah. With a Steam Crave Hadron RDSA on top. Yeah, that's fine. That's perfectly fine, Scott. Excuse me, my autoimmune is kicking in, and ooh, custom stacked. Yeah. Is that the 1111 or is that the Reborn? Because I have the brass 1111 and I've got the stainless 1111. Every now and again I will put the stainless stack section in there just to mix things up a little bit and triple stack it. But I haven't triple stacked it in a couple of years. And that's it, triple stacked. So I've got the 1111 in stainless single. That button needs cleaning, but I just don't get the time to mech use anymore, which is a shame because I used to love mech single battery mech all day long, and I'll be all over that like white on rice. But for ease of use, that in the hand when I'm driving, or that, or the stubby 18650 lead, how you doing? Or leady. Let me just disassemble this read end. There it is. Yep. And I've smacked my head off the camera again. Oh, bugger it, I'm going to change to a... what's it, drip tip, there you go. You'll do. And currently, I've found for the read-in, ooh. For the read-in, the Odd Job V2 bass on it. Gives fairly good airflow. Just bear with me for 2 seconds while I just go and clean that, and I'll be back in a second. Oh, I'm back. Oh. Just drying these off. Let me go into this. There we go. That's the build deck of the read-in. What we blowing up tonight? Oh, I need a battery mod. Yep. Well, regulated. Oh. Let's set this up ready for the coils to go in. There There we go. Turn off the little ring thing. And there's that. And I need a battery, which is there. Yes, there is an atomizer, so don't fucking lie. This one's going to be quite a high one. It's 0.45 going out. Oh, shit. Read in. There it is. I forgot about that. It's a ultra small fucking that's what's come out, which is a tiny braid, which I'm going to replace with, that's a stainless one. This is a an N80, and that was made with a, was it a 3mm? Yeah, 3mm. Some squeaky chair action. If you like squeaky chair action, here's the place for it. Scott, if you're still in, is that how it sounds when you're having a bit down the old people's home? Really squeaky, or is it more snap, crackle, and pop? Oh, this is where it's going to get fruity because I picked the one that I didn't more scream. Naughty boy, you're not asking permission first. That's 4 wraps. How many's on that one? That one is 5. I had to wake him up. This is a single braid going into the redan. For my nickel baby lungs. If this is how clear the picture is on YouTube, from what I'm seeing on Prism at the moment, it's looking really fucking neat. Yes, I know there's hot spots. There's my brush. £40. That's actually going to be same again. Same 0.39. Oh, it's actually 1 rap less than the stainless. Go. No. And just flatten that bit so it's not sticking out. Because the last thing I want is for the sharp edges to catch on the inside of the chamber, like actually. Just making sure that they're not connecting. On there, there's no loose frays sticking out there. Don't tell me there's no fucking atomizer, because there is. I know there's an atomizer. Oh, cool, cool. I hope you feel a bit more human. Yeah. No hotspots. I'm going to try a little bit of Muji. Because I haven't used Muji in a little while. Why? Because I've lost me little offcut of fuzz, and I used to actually like a little bit of Muji every now and again. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but for some builds, Muji's not too bad. And yes, there is waste with Muji. There's one bit. There's another bit. I don't do Scottish roll or anything like that. Oh. Yeah. All I'm doing is just making it round. No, they're too busy looking for Nessie with a kind of Tenant Super. And no, I have no. Yes. But I do like Jameson's Irish. But saying that, I've got a nice bottle of Chivas there. which you can't grumble at. Actually, put the proper thing on. There we go. And just fluff that up. I do like Chivas. My dad, we used to get him a bottle of Royal Salou, which is the 24 years year aged from Chivas, and that is literally like honey. It really is expensive as all hell. Yeah, Chivas is 12 years. The bog standard Chivas is 12 years. They're all Chivas. Bell's is one side of the would say factory, but the blenders. Then it goes up to Chivas, and then it goes to Royal Salou. And yeah, I'd go Royal Salou all day long. But the last time we bought a bottle for my dad was the year before he died in '92, and damn, it was expensive then. It was we bought it him, and it was 120 quid a bottle back then. And I honestly don't know what they're charging now. Right, what am I gonna run? Not gonna run Camella. Not gonna run off the rails. I will run some Britannia. Oh. And then what I'm going to do is place that there, put that back in there, grab the tank, actually dry the tank, because I had Camella in here and all I can smell is coffee.
Oh, so that's what the smell is.
Yeah. There's that, and then make sure that the air flows in the right space. Close it off, and well, shut it up. There's no breaks in the O-ring so it won't leak. We'll put about half a tank in. I'm not going to go crazy. Let that sit for a second. There we go. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, Sheebus, yeah. Is it, we normally get it for about 40. I've seen it for 40. Yeah, it does. It's a bit of an oddball. It's the only one that I've had that it sticks out. And it sticks out by about about 1.5 mil. But it doesn't subtract from the height of the tank, which is good. Let me just... Oh, right. Yeah, it fits. Make sure the airflow is open, which it is. You were reading earlier. Come on. Saying no atomizer. It tells porcupines. Oh. That's one thing I didn't check. Oh, what? No way. That's the paint coming off the reft. Yeah, that's the paint. That's paint coming. That's paint coming off the reft. do is just raise that up a touch. And see if that makes any better contact. No, it's not the temp. Just bear with me. Where did I put that? Yeah. Gotta get me jollies somehow. It's not the Coke that I drink. Shh. I'm just going to try something here. No, there isn't an atomizer short.
Stop leaving your stuff everywhere.
Okay. Good night. Actually, I'm going to try a... Ah, that's what was doing it. It was the standalone tip. There we go. Now it's settled in, it's reading 0.5, and I bet you I've opened it up and it's now going to flood. Point 0.5, 40 watts. It did this to me earlier. It went a bit gurgly. But it wasn't, let's knock that down a touch, see if that helps. 35. Point 5, 35 watts. Again, it's not a powerhouse. There's not. It's not massive. It's not massive snap, crackle and pop. Like an alien. But it's not bad. Yes, it's moody. Yes, it takes a little while to break in. But it's doing all right. And to be fair, I'm loving it. So on the website, I've actually put put these up on the website. I'm going to finish the actual price up of them, take some pictures, and they'll be going live tomorrow afternoon. I've got a few things to do in the morning, and yeah, they'll be live on the website. The ohms, I can't guarantee. This one's come out at 0.15. I can't guarantee the ohms on all of the braids because the amount of wire that goes into each braid can vary just a little bit, but it's one of those. But as a whole, I'm liking the braids at the minute. It's if I can get them down a little bit more. The reed end itself prefers something 0.4, 0.5. It is more restrictive than the Odd Job V2. But it is nice. In my personal opinion, is it worth the cost of the reed end? For my personal way of vaping, I don't vape the reed end every day, but I do like it. It doesn't do a full restricted direct to lung or direct to lung. It's more of an MTL type tank. Some builds you can get away with a restricted direct to lung, but when it came out 135 quid, I wouldn't say it was. It doesn't suit all Borrow users, whereas the odd job for the mouth along, you can put a smaller airflow pin in there and it does the same job. This is the 4mm hairpin, and I find it really, really restrictive. But I found that I like the braids in it. And it works. Next week I will be doing RDA builds. There will be a giveaway next week. So yeah, hopefully you can tune in and we'll get some, hopefully have more viewers in, make it a bit more interesting, and yeah, it's been one of them. Thank you everyone for joining in. Hashtag free shit hunters. Oh yeah. But it's one of those. Expo's going to be in a few weeks, so I will be doing a lot more building up towards Expo. Stock for Expo and the website. I will be putting up a pre-order for Expo, for hoodies for Expos. Let me just move this down a touch. The new hoodies. The new hoodies. I'll be putting a pre-order in for them for Expo. So people that pay can collect at Expo, because it's dragging stock down from the car park and everything. And if I was to get a load made up and they didn't sell, I've got nowhere really to put them here to store stock, so it is going to be a pre-order, from medium to 3XL, 4XL, and I might even do colours yet. I've got to speak to my printer and see what he can do, and yeah, it's going to be all fun and games, all building up towards Expo, the 10th anniversary. The floor plan doesn't look brilliant, but we know it's not going to be the same as 2017, the height of Expo. But hopefully it's gonna hopefully it's gonna change. Hopefully I don't have that problem. I'm a 2X, so I'm good. I'm covered either way. But yeah, I'm also hoping to actually go live from Expo, all being well with the signal. I'm not going to tap Expo Wi-Fi. A, it costs a fortune. B, it's crap. So hopefully I can get it on my phone and get a decent signal in there to actually hit the go live button and do a little bit of a live stream on the Saturday, maybe even the Sunday morning. It will more than likely be the Sunday with it being quieter, but all being good, rock on for Expo. I'm going to call it a day. I've been live 2 hours now. Well, two and a quarter hours. So I'm going to knock it on the head. I've got to do a few bits and pieces before I go up to bed. So thank you for everyone that's joined in, the 10 likes, the 11 people in chat at the moment, and I will see you next time. Take care, have fun, and vape on.